Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Fivers Futures Live. I am Dave, your host, and I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you slept well. I hope it's a good afternoon for whichever part you are in the world. We're gonna get into these charts and see what is going on. So yeah, it's a great week, great new week, great opportunities. We had a great pre-market session on Discord discussing some interesting trades with our fellow traders. I just want to remind everybody that we have our Discord pre-market prep every day, half an hour before we do the live stream, so 8:30 Eastern. And you guys are welcome to join. And we're giving away free hub credits. So yeah, come there. You could get it's free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff? So we're gonna get into these charts. We're gonna see what's going on, and hopefully we can take some good trades today. Now I'm gonna take. We're gonna start with looking at oil. We know that the situation and the tensions have heightened again in the Middle East. So I want to look at this, but as usual, we're going to do it with a strictly, how do I say this? We're strictly technical lens. So looking at oil, we remember a few weeks back, we were coiling as usual. We broke the level here, broke this little trend. So I like to call this no man's land, by the way. This area right here, I like to call this no man's land. Why? It's because it's the area between, at least for me, between the closes and the wicks. And the way I determine these levels is by just putting in a line chart, right? And then finding the areas where we found support. This has probably changed a little bit from when I drew it, but if you look, we had closes here, closes here, closes here. So I'll go to the upper boundary, which is this one, and then go to the lower boundary. Now, this should probably be a little bit higher. This should probably be around here, right? And then when we switch back to candle charts, oh yeah, I remember I moved it down because of the wicks. There we go. So we broke here. We could see the gap. There was a huge drop. And then I had the prediction that we were going to drop, pull back, retest the levels, and then drop lower. But we didn't even really do that. We pushed much lower. We did the pullback, but way down there when we were deep into the move. So basically when we were about 10% down, we had a little 3% up move, then pushed lower, went back to these levels right here, which we had exploded from. The Epic Fury operation started here where we had the gap. We found a floor. We're pushed higher, pulled back, did a second leg. So maybe we find a third leg here before we find a new base. So we'll see what happens on oil. But remember that, oil is inversely correlated to the market. So as oil pushes higher, well, guess what? We'll be pushing lower on the indices. And as oil pushes lower, then we will be pushing higher on the indices. So as we had this big green day on oil, we had a big red day on the indices. And we could compare that if I pull up the Nasdaq, put a daily chart right next to oil, we could compare it side by side, right? And we could see basically same day, green day on oil, red day on the indices. We're starting to be more and more red on oil, which means green day on the indices. So we'll see if oil continues to have this pullback here. If it has a significant pullback, then we could probably go and push higher and go test these prior lows on the Nasdaq. If we switch this to the ES, we could probably go and test this the upper boundary of this range right here, right? So we'll see what we get on the indices. And by the way, guys, remember to like, remember to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. We do this for our pleasure and your education. So it helps a lot when you like the stream. I'll have Caesar joining me in a bit. Alejandro will be joining me in a bit as well. But we're going to keep analyzing these charts. So we checked out oil. I want to touch on gold really quick as well. I'm going to give my take, and I'm sure Alejandra will have a take when she comes, and Caesar, etc., and maybe even silver for those who trade it. But we had a nice move, and some traders caught this move pre-market. We've been forming, this is a daily chart, we've been forming a base here around this, what's 39.67 to $4,000 level. We have been forming that base. I've mentioned multiple times that my lower end target is around those 30, let's say 3700s, 3750, give or take. So we have found a base. So for the intraday trades, we're going to look into that, but at least longer term, maybe we get a bounce here. We test the upper end of this range, and we just continue this, this downtrending move that we've had, right? If I take this line, copy it, and paste it, let me make it bold. Let's make it pink. And let's make it a huge line, like a 3-point line, right? If we look at the highs, right, we had these highs. We've been pushing lower. So we've had lower highs. We continued, lower highs. We continue, lower highs. So what's happening each time? Well, we had the highs here, and then we form lower highs here. What happens? Well, what happens is these areas that were support, right, become resistance, but not in a horizontal way, in an oblique way. And that's why I like to look at trend lines and look at the overall trend. And what it tells me is if we keep making those lower highs, is we're accelerating to the downside, right? And that's what we keep doing here. Lower highs again. And then now we have these lower highs here, and we're pushing even lower, right? Now let's look at the inverse. Let's look at support. Support started here. So then we had support around here. Then we found support around here. And this starts to line up with our levels here. So let's continue to push this up a little bit. Support around here. Support around here, right? But guess what? We still haven't found support in an area that matches these levels, at least non-horizontally. So basically in an oblique trending way. So for me, for us to kind of break back up to the upside, we would have to find support around these levels again, right? And they would have to align down there. So best case scenario, we would have to, form a higher high. Touching this would be a higher high, not horizontally, but in a, diagonal way. Push lower, continue to form sort of a structure like this, find a base, and maybe that's why I'm thinking, those 3700s is our support level. We find a base here, we try to push higher, and once we start breaking this trend and start shifting to the upside, that's when gold will finally find its base. But as long as we're remaining, we're continuing lower in this trend, we're trying to push higher, forming lower highs, continue lower, try to push higher, push lower, try to continue higher, push lower, until we're able to form a base, a real base, a strong base. We will continue to push lower, right? Let's look at silver really quickly. Well, wait, let me zoom in. Let's look at this on a 15-minute chart, maybe. So we don't need this level anymore. So zooming in, this is maybe a little too big. Let's make it smaller. This is our base. So on an intraday chart, we have this little trend going on right now. We have the levels kind of building here, right? This channel, this uptrending channel here. So I could grab this, paste it here, more or less. I like to do it with the lines. This way it's easier to see. There we go. This is our level. And then the upper level is here. If we start at the extreme and then we push down, well, that high matches with that support. So that's resistance. And then if we push here, so even though these highs look higher on an oblique way, these are lower highs. And I don't know if you guys follow, if you understand, but that's what's happening right now. And price is compressing. And then we have this lower low, right? So I think gold might maybe continue like this, but eventually coil back down. We'll see if that happens. I'll leave maybe explode up for a while, retest like this, and then push lower, right? I don't know. That's my thesis. We'll see whether it holds today or not. Let me put this in yellow. That's how I like to put my predictions because they're neutral. But as usual, we have bull case, bear case. So that would be the bearish case, right? Where we try to reconquer these highs and then push lower. But there's also a bullish case where no, we are able. So we find liquidity, as we like to say, we push higher and then break the highs and form a new trend above this trend, right? So we accelerate to the upside. So that might happen as well. Maybe not as fast, but we'll see. And then the other possibility is we continue to move sideways, right? Inside this range. So we'll see what happens. We have Harsh. I'm going to call you Harsh. How can futures, per your experience, what is best CFD or futures? How can we start futures as per your experience, CFD or futures? What is best to trade? Okay, so the honest answer is none of the above. So we can't say that CFDs, and that's a great question, by the way. We can't say that CFDs are better than futures or that futures are better than CFDs. I prefer futures, and I'm going to explain why. But you could trade either or. Now, there are different advantages, pros and cons to each, and let's kind of go over a few. So let's start off with futures, first of all, right? So with futures, you are getting centralized data, right? And by the way, I'm treating this for people who not only trade with prop firms, but also people who trade with maybe a brokerage. There are pros and cons to both. And by the way, I'm going to bring in Caesar, who can also probably chime in. What's up? What's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Doing good, doing good.
What's the question we got here? How can we?
Taking pros and cons of CFDs versus futures based on our experience and how somebody can start with futures. So I'm just giving my quick take, but
Yeah,
I'm sure you can try and chime in because you've traded both and I haven't.
yeah,
But futures, the first advantage, at least for me, is you're getting centralized data, and that's very important for me. Somebody who uses volume a lot. I like my pricing to match on the different contracts. So that's a great advantage. The other advantage is all the futures instruments have inherent leverage. So yeah, you can rack up losses pretty fast, but it can also help you with your profits, right? You don't need a huge position in order to make a lot of profits. So that's one key difference here. Now, one issue for somebody who's trading CFDs might be that you can't buy, I could say, fractions where your fractions can be much smaller with CFDs. Am I correct, Caesar?
yes,
Right. So these are some quick differences between the contracts. Now, pros and cons. I don't know if you want to chime in there since you've traded both.
yeah. I can I can chime in on the pros and cons. So the pros and cons to trading futures over CFDs is that one, the futures that you're trading, it's the actual original asset.
Yeah.
Anything CFD based is a clone representation of the original asset class. The other pro versus CFD is that when you're trading futures, as you mentioned, everything lines up with every firm. So it doesn't matter if you're trading your own personal live account. It doesn't matter if you're trading with the Fivers or you're trading with any other futures prop. Every single one has the same price level, the same volume. Versus when you're trading on CFDs, it varies, right? Because each firm is getting their data from a different source. They're not all getting it from one source. So, like the one source that provides the data for all futures and commodities is the CME Group, which is based out of Chicago, Illinois. The other pro to trading futures over CFDs is that you'll notice when you initially take a position on futures, you could instantly be in profits, right? You don't have to wait for it to move 5 or 10 or even 20 pips, right, before you're actually in profit. So anytime you take a trade on CFDs, no matter if it's a long or short, you're automatically in a loss. So think of it this way: I'm trading futures, someone else is trading CFDs. We both right now, let's say NQ is at both 29,000. We both take the trade, right? I'm pretty much either break even or slightly, maybe 1 point in profit, while you're about maybe 6 to 7 or even 8 points, which would translate into pips negatively, right? So if NQ was to move a quick 10 points, I'm walking out with a quick $200 versus as I'm getting out, if it moves that same 10 points, you're just now getting into profit, right? So that's the biggest difference between the biggest pro and con to trading futures versus trading CFDs. The other thing with CFDs is that candles can be manipulated, right? Plenty of times I've traded on firms where I was trading my own capital. There was manipulation in comparison to the actual CME data. There were times that like it created these crazy candles and wicks which hit my stop loss and then run. The other thing now, a pro that CFD has over futures is that depending on the interest rate of whatever specific country, right? So there were times where I was shorting Euro USD, and because I was holding the position overnight, I was actually making an extra like $50 to $100 a day on that because I was holding the position. It's the swap fee, right? So at times the swap fee is going to charge you something, and there's times where you'll actually get paid to hold a set position. So depending on where you want to do or what your goals are, you'll determine which one. It's not all the time that you're going to be able to make a decent amount just holding swaps, but CFDs does have a lower cost of entry, and you can do fraction of a position, right? On futures, the lowest you can do is a micro. I can't split a micro into two positions. It's either I have to do 2 micros or 3 micros if I want to be able to scale in and scale out of a position. Whereas on the CFD side, you could do a 10 cent of MNQ or of NQ. You could do a 50 cent position and so forth. You could do a 2 cent position depending on the CFD firm. So there's more pros on the future side than there is on the CFD, and you just got to determine where you fit in on that aspect.
Yeah, I think those are definitely some valid points here. I think somebody has to determine, what's more important to you. Is it risk management? So you want to be able to trade very, very, very small positions, which would probably be better for beginners, or do you want to take advantage of that, yeah, centralized data, and the inherent leverage that futures positions bring with them. So I think it's all gonna depend. And then the great thing is you could do both. So
Yep, I
how
do
you
both.
doing, Alejandra?
Hi, good morning.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh, you
My
sounded.
voice is literally gone. Like I have no idea what's going on. I'm
That was
not
a
sick
that
or
was a lot of
anything.
partying, man. I wish I could have been there.
No, it started when I came back from Vegas and like it hasn't gone away.
Really, man.
Yeah, I have no idea. So bear with
Well,
me.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We won't make you talk too much today to not, strain that voice too much.
Yeah.
But all right, all right. Lavin, how you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. We're back at it. Back at these charts. I
Yes,
was
sir.
gonna ask you to give me your usual take on gold, but
I
I don't
oh
know.
I can still give you my take on gold and M and Q.
Awesome.
I'll try my best.
Let me pull you up.
So
And by the way, guys, please, if I'm not showing your screen, which happens quite often when you start analyzing charts, give me a slap in the face, a virtual slap in the face, or a reminder.
it's okay.
Got
All
you.
right. So last night, during Asia session, I saw, well, I was looking for calls because on MNQ on a 4-hour time frame, we are holding an area of demand here where price was picked up by buyers in previous history. So it only makes sense that the probability of it holding and going higher or going up from here is higher than going lower. So I drew a 15-minute and a 5-minute for my entry. And I told my team that if it holds this level, to look for an opportunity for an entry here. So I entered here, but I got stuffed out because I just didn't want to hold it, and I'm not feeling like 100%. So I didn't have the patience. um, but
Totally.
it gave us another great entry here, and so because it broke out of this um, resistance, if it holds this, I'm gonna see how it reacts at market open. I think I'm gonna take a position long for first profit target and then second profit target. So it'll look like this. I sound terrible. It's so annoying. Okay, something like this.
All right, nice.
So that's that for M and Q.
So you're thinking we might have an 800-point day today?
Not today, but you already know me.
Yeah, you got those those big targets. I like it.
Okay, so gold is holding the same thing, higher lows. We might have a bullish day today, to be honest. Let's see. So same thing here. Gold has an area of demand here where we pushed up from last time. So if we can break above this downtrend here on a 4-hour, we can see a break like this. Okay, there you go. That's gold.
All righty. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm
Lavin's
just gonna
saying
watch
charts
it.
speak louder than words. All right.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
Yes,
All
indeed.
right.
We do. We do have this, kind of uptrending channel forming. So maybe we could move up and break out of there, continue higher. We'll see. Definitely. If we're looking at oil a little bit earlier, if oil can continue to halt its move, then we might see higher levels in both gold and the indices. So we'll see. We shall see what happens. So back to my screen. I had a little bit of fun again this weekend with my nerdy self. Not yet. Caesar hasn't spoken on NQ. He's gonna touch on it definitely in a
On
bit.
NQ? Yeah.
There he is. His back. Whenever you can, share your screen.
Yep.
But yeah, I had a little bit of fun this weekend building another indicator. This AI thing has me building stuff 24/7 with my
All right.
nerdy self. So
So
we'll see how this plays out today. Let me
on
switch to your screen,
NQ,
Caesar.
yep, I'm sharing. Um,
I'll be right.
so on NQ, I'm looking for longs. We broke above this previous high, liquidity grab area, if you want to call it that. And we've held above it, pushed. I'm looking for price to come back into it. For a long, upside target would be this 1 hour level of 29,237 and possibly even higher, 29,360. So I'm looking for dip buy opportunities on NQ.
I'm happy to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
What about gold? What can you tell us about gold?
Hmm?
What can you tell us about gold?
What can I tell you about gold? Let's see, GC. Let's look at the 1 hour. I mean, gold's been moving with the market, so if the market pushes up, gold should. Gold
Mhm.
needs to stay over 4,000. As long as it stays over 4,000, I like it for a movement back up to fill that wick at a 4,046 area. Let's see what we get at the open.
I like that. We have 1 more minute until market opens.
Let's see. Yeah, so NQ, I would like a pullback on NQ back down to like 29,000, which is going to be the 50 EMA. And I'll look to scale in my contract there.
What EMA?
The EMAs I use are 50 and 214.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it gives a faster reaction than the SMA. But SMAs work as well too. A lot of people use the 9, the 20.
Mm.
Yeah, 800 is a nice figure. Okay.
All right, there it is.
All right, I'm back. Right on time.
Okay. Trying along here. 6. ES is ripping. Russell's pushing. Yep. Buy market.
Are you in already?
Yeah, I'm in.
I wanted a pullback, but it's
Let's
not giving
go.
me.
Let's go.
I'm gonna target 100 first.
Damn.
25.
I should have entered. I should have entered in Asia and just left it.
What? Let's go. Good rip.
Whoa,
I just
NQ
got an
taking
alert.
off.
TOMZ.
You said what?
No, it's a stock I'm holding, like I'm swing trading. It's a penny stock, and I just got an alert that this thing went like a dollar something. Oh my god! Oh my god! $2! Holy crap!
Holy
Close,
shit.
close.
Oh man,
Oh,
just doubled?
That's
wow!
That's
dope.
insane. You said TOMZ?
And I'm in this from freaking 68.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
TOMZ.
there we go. There we go. There we go. Congratulations.
Let's
Congratulations.
go.
Good job,
Wow.
Caesar. Good shit, Caesar. All right, I'm entering long
Yep.
here on MNQ. Let's go, baby.
Nice. I'm long ES.
Wow.
First profit
Yep,
target
let's
is
go. Let's go. Let's
29,480.
go, NQ. Beautiful. Let's go. We're gonna take our profits and we're gonna switch accounts. Oh gosh, yeah, this is a very.
You said TOMZ because I'm trying to find it.
Yep. It's a penny stock. Yep. TOMZ.
TOMZ.
Thomas
What broker?
October Marshall
Woo!
Zebra.
$2.12. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, and I've been in this from 68.
Oh,
What broker did
congratulations,
you
dude.
use?
Schwab. Has to do with
TOS?
tech. I believe it has to do with the tech spot.
No, I'm saying Thinkorswim.
Yeah, Charles Schwab. Yeah, Thinkorswim. That's where I had it on.
Dude, that's 210%. Awesome, man.
Beautiful, man. I
Awesome.
love those alerts, man. Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. Man, you've been holding for a while since
Yeah.
if you've been since 68.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What was the ticker? Sorry.
Uh,
TOMZ.
Thomas October Marshall Zebra.
All right. These are
Wow.
your pilot codes right there.
Let's go. Wow. This is amazing.
Good job, Caesar.
Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Congratulations.
Let's go. Might be now at this point. Yeah, it's probably got halted. Yeah, I mean, bro, freaking 206%, bro.
Scripted signal saying he's waiting for a pullback around 28,955 to go long.
Let's go. Look at that.
I don't,
28,955. I
I
don't know
don't
if
know
we're
if we're gonna
getting
get
that,
that
dude.
pullback.
Yes.
This is taking off. I don't know if we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
The entry was
I
during
wanted a deeper
Asia.
pull on NQ, but I was just seeing the volume coming in, and it's just like, nah, I'm got in at because I wanted to get in at 29,000, but had to chase it.
Yeah,
Switch
this has been
around.
coiling for. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think the breakout started really around 28 900s around I don't know 5:30 this morning.
This thing is just gone, bro. Gone. Russell's pulling back. Don't like that.
Yeah, NQ is not aware. It's just taking off. ES is taking off as well.
Let me check financial juice. I think we just had some kind of news come out.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of news, did you guys hear? Don't worry, Richard. Alejandra's still with us. She's not going anywhere.
I'm not sick or anything.
It's the new style. That's her AI voice. Yeah, did you guys hear that our dear president wants to sell
Yeah.
his like speed access to his Truth Social?
Yep.
Is that legal? Like what's going on?
Bruh. In this market, man, listen.
How?
Haven't
I'm like, really? You consciously
For
know
100
you're
grand.
moving the markets and then you want to sell it? I get
Yep.
it, but come on.
Yep. Oh,
having the president be our president, I don't know if anything is illegal.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Man, I heard it. I'm like,
Yep.
this is crazy.
Yep.
This is crazy.
Yep.
Well, looks like an easy day today. Close your eyes and click buy, and
Pretty much.
then just forget about it.
I want to add here, but
It's pretty much
um,
that.
I think I'm gonna add. I don't like adding because then it'll change my average, and I'm proud of my entries.
Or if you don't feel comfortable,
Yeah.
No, it's not that I'm not comfortable. It's just that like my OCD is like, oh, my entry's gonna be moved.
your entry's gonna be moved.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
average.
don't we wish we could buy without moving the
Yeah,
Give me
nice.
50. Give me 50. That's it. I just want 150. Let's go.
All right, I'm adding.
All right, boom. All out at 50. Rotate this account now.
You know what I love with Alejandra? She's like, you know what? I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I like it.
Still running.
Talk to it, talk to it, talk to it.
All right, 233 is the upside target next.
233.
Yeah.
You guys already know my levels. I'm holding until they hit.
800. 800-point day. So we'll see. See, I mean, Richard saying reminds me of Darth Sidious during the Phantom Menace. Is it legal? I will make it legal. Yeah, a little bit. I found that really interesting. Really, really interesting.
ES is just pushing. Yep, ES is just pushing.
Yes, it's pushing.
Let's
Yep.
go. Let's go. Wow, what a morning. What a morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a
What a
morning.
what a beautiful
Anyone
morning.
took that long that I took, they should be up over 100 points right now.
Yep. Actually, you know what? I
Oh
forgot.
yeah,
I had a
baby.
position
Let's
on
go.
since
Let me
Asia.
switch to the account so you can see the green.
Dude, I wish I freaking held it through Asia. So
That's
annoying.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Oh.
Oh God, it's so good, guys. Even with a fucked up voice.
MES is not catching up. You're long with day low as stop loss. I mean, Lavin, MES is holding up pretty well.
Mm-hmm. What they talk about?
I don't know.
We are not looking at the same instruments then.
You could join us right now if you want, Richard. Don't be shy.
All right, so
You don't need an appointment. Just jump in. You have access.
next area would be here between 110. Yeah. Don't be naughty.
My gosh.
What happened?
You're shy. Whatever. So Richard manages the stream on the CFD side. So
This
I know he's
account.
joking around. I just sent you which room to log into. So check your Slack, Richard.
Who's Richard?
I want him to come in so you could see.
Mm.
Richard's all the way in South Africa. By the way,
Okay.
guys, I'm getting the high tech stuff ready.
Let's go.
What's the high tech stuff?
The stream music, but it still has coffee in it. So, because somebody was complaining that the stream was boring, we didn't have good music.
I have 230.
I wonder who that could be.
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody that wears glasses and has black hair.
Naughty pullback.
Naughty girl.
Getting the pullback. There we go. There we go. Turn the camera on. There we go. There he is. There he is. There he is. How you doing? Let's give you a good warm welcome. Alejandro Caesar meet Richard.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, Richard.
Good morning.
How embarrassing that I have to meet you with this voice.
I was about to say, please don't scream at me. Stop yelling at me. Can you just relax for a second?
That's Alejandro's AI voice.
Do you want to hear my AI voice as well? I was having a look at your stream and I thought, man, this looks fun. I wonder what it would be like to be a streamer at some point, so I decided to just jump in.
You wonder what it would like to be a streamer, says the guy who streams every day for hours on end. How you doing, man? I'm sure you're long NQ, right?
Where do you stream?
I am indeed.
Nice.
Sorry, Alejandro, what were you saying?
Don't make me yell at you. I said, where do you stream?
Where do I stream? Oh, I stream on the Fiverr's CFD channel here on YouTube as well. I don't know if you've heard of us. We have like 110,000 subscribers. It's a little platform.
Okay,
Dave,
okay, humble brag.
yeah, Dave has joined us before. I am definitely in a long, but I got into it a little bit late.
Okay,
So
it's a good day. It's a good day to chase, so don't worry.
yeah, it's a good day to chase. Come on, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Alejandra.
But,
Richard manages the stream for the Fiverr CFD. He's actually the guy who taught me everything I know here about managing this stream. So
Oh, wow.
thank you for that, Richard. And Richard sends a bunch of viewers our way when they're tired of all their followers over on the CFD side.
yeah.
So thank you for that, Richard. We appreciate it.
It's nothing but a chicken wing, my friend. It's with love that I do so.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I need to come see you guys soon. I haven't dropped in the CFD stream in a few months, actually.
It's been a minute. It has been a minute.
Been a minute, yeah.
She's going.
It's been a minute. I took my first live trades alongside Victor, so
your good old friend Victor.
My good old friend Victor, the mass trader. So you said you're long. Do you have any targets? Are you trading? Are you trading CFDs or are you trading your obviously?
I'm trading both. I'm trading both at the moment. I'm looking for Nasdaq on CFD to reach about 29,123, which was a 1 hourly base area that I have on CFD, and then that exact same 1 hourly base. If I can mark it up. No, it was 4 hourly. My apologies. 4 hourly base is why.
Lavin was like, am I the only one who's getting FOMO?
I'm right there with you, Lavin. Don't worry. Let me switch my screen for a second. Don't get FOMO. We're good.
Sorry, I have to mark it up correctly because CFDs and futures has a bit of a difference.
I don't understand though. MES is also pushing.
MES is pushing, and you said you're long and your stop is low of day. So don't worry. I'm long. I'm just waiting for a pullback to add. Just be patient.
Boom, 87.
I see 75.80 on MES.
75.80s.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm moving my risk profit.
So I am aiming for 29,470.
29,470 on the futures. Oh, nice. Big targets. I like it.
Yeah, from where I got in, it was supposed to be about 160 points.
Nice.
No, it's more. No, I've marked this up incorrectly.
Okay, let's try again. Speaking of which, I have a trade since Asia I need to check on. Oh, nice. Okay.
29,390. Sorry,
29,390.
Yeah.
Very similar to mine. What makes you choose that price?
So, I'll
pull up your chart, dude.
Yeah, I'll share my screen and then I'll show you. Okay, but this is going to be on CFD pricing, so
it's fine.
But the candles are going to be relative in any way. So,
give me a sec. I just need to make a quick create a quick screen for you. 1 second. You know how it is. We're DJing in the back.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll put you on Victor's screen. 1 second. Do you have music on your stream? And if yes, how do you do it?
We do have stream on our
You have stream on your stream.
Yes, we do have stream on our music.
On your music, okay.
Yeah, we do, but it's like a chill vibe. It's like very, like in the background, very chill.
Elevator music.
Vibes. Yeah, very much elevator music. Very much elevator music. I can share some of that music to you if you want.
Please. And then I'll just say it's Richard's music when Alejandra says it's boring. Because I had some music on the other day. She was like, this is putting me to sleep. I was like, okay.
Man, it's true that. All right, so what I was looking at is my style of trading is I like drop-based drops and rally-based rallies. I like continuation.
I like that too.
And I also like to trade momentum shifts on the lower time frame. So I'm predominantly a scalper. Generally, my trades run anything from 30 minutes to an hour in general. So I try and get on Nasdaq specifically. I only trade Nasdaq, both CFD and futures. I try and get about 160 points per trade for about 40 points of risk.
Oh wow!
But
nice.
what I do is I have multiple take profit points, which is at a set point. So for argument's sake, 40 points, 80 points, 120 points, and then 160 points is what I'm looking for. Once I reach 80 points of take profit, I move my stop loss to break even, and then I leave the rest to run. I can come back down and hit my stop loss at break even. At least I've locked up TP1 and TP2, and then TP3 and 4.
So let me pause you for just a quick second, because that's actually the first time we're talking about your trading in depth. So thank you for that. But you're going in, you're not scaling in. You're going in with whatever amount of contracts you're taking.
Four contracts at once.
Nice.
And then, so I can show it here. Okay, so I'm going to have to zoom in first. So that was the kind of trade that's currently running. I'll go to the 5-minute, and then I'll show it to you. So generally, I have 4 take profit points. So TP4 over there, TP3, misclick, over there, TP2, over there, and then obviously TP1 is going to be over there. So already hit on that one. And then what I do is once TP2 has been hit, so this is TP1, this is TP2, TP3, and TP4. So if TP1 gets hit, it's $100. If TP2 gets hit, it's $200, $300 for TP3, $400 for TP4, for a total of $1,000 on a full movement, and risking about $400. So
on the downturn.
So it's 50 actually. So for this one multiple, it's more like this. So it's 50 points, 50, 100, 150, 200 points on futures. So what happens when TP2 gets hit, I just move my stop loss, which was down here, I'll move it to break even, and then I just let the rest of it run. Anyway, so that's how I normally would enter a trade, and I do so exactly the same on CFDs. CFDs, I take 40 points for 160, and on futures, I take 50 points for 200. Doesn't always hit, but it doesn't really matter. Nice. Anyway, the reason why I was looking for this zone up here is because I like the idea of base.
It's an ugly pullback.
Oh, give me one.
Run quickly. So what I look for is I look for continuations. So in this case, we had on the CFD side, we had 3 highs. This was Monday the 6th, Friday the 10th, and then Wednesday the 15th. We had 3 attempts at trying to break these high, and at no point could we break above that. We had effective double high on the 10th as well as on the 15th. And then eventually we started to push lower, eventually breaking the low of Tuesday the 14th as well as the low of Wednesday the 8th. So if I go down to the 1 hourly, what I would look for is I would look for areas where, well, maybe I should say this first. I view the market as if it is a arm wrestle. So you have bulls and bears kind of locking and then trying to overwhelm each other at any given point in time. Usually when you have a new trend that's forming, so you have a high, you have a low, a lower high, and you continue lower, generally what happens in these areas after a drop has happened, so a new establishment of a downward trend, when a drop has happened, this is the point where the bulls have been trying to overwhelm the bears. The bears have just absolutely donked them round after round, candle after candle. It's just been donking them down. And what happens is, at some point, the bulls try and fight back a little bit more and then eventually get overwhelmed again. So you get a drop. A base is that point where the bulls are trying to overwhelm the bears, trying to take back this downward price action that I've established, and then eventually there's a continuation. So what I'm looking at this is, I'm looking at this as a point of inference. I'm saying, if we were to get back to it, are we going to have the same reaction? That's the first thing. And the second thing is I want to see if price can be pushed back into that point. If it doesn't, then that's fine. We can continue going lower. But in general, if we get back to that same area where we had that back and forth between the bulls and the bears, I want to see a similar reaction. So in this case, this trade has already knocked me out. It doesn't matter. But the idea is still that if I'm going to be in on a trade, I would at least want to see this area be retested before we continue either bullishly or bearishly. So bearish price action followed suit, eventually creating a new low that almost wicked the monthly low, the previous monthly low, and then we started reacting from there. So I'm looking to see if price can get back into that area and then potentially bounce off it and start pushing lower to come and test the monthly low again. That's what I'm looking for.
So question to you, two scenarios. If it does go back into this area, what are you looking to do once it gets there? And how will your decision making happen? But as we're seeing now, since we're seeing rejection, and I'd prefer you to answer that right now, if we don't get into that area, what is the next thing you're looking to do?
So if for where we are right now, if we have some sort of attempt to pull back, we do not sweep the highs, and we fail and start creating another, in this case, the same as what we had here, a nice outside bar engulfing candle. If we have something like that pushing lower, I would look for an entry trying to push price lower, selling with the intention of taking all of these sweeps that we've had previously, trying to sweep these ones on my way down. So right now,
so your 4 targets would be inverted and trying to target all these places, or are you using fixed targets? That's the part I don't remember if I caught. Are you having fixed targets, or are you looking to target previous areas where we had, either accumulation or distribution?
So generally, I react off of established zones. An established zone could be a previous high, previous session high, previous low, consolidation, anywhere where we had some sort of volumetric reaction off of, and a failure to break through. So in this case, we have created a new high of day. If we were to start pushing back up again and try and retest it but fail to push above, this will become a established area. So this zone here, I would say, okay, we've already tried once to break through here. We failed. So what I'm then looking for is I'm looking for price action to turn around. So instead of now making new higher highs and higher lows, I want to see the inverse. I want to see lower highs and lower lows. Obviously a lower high first and then a follow-up lower low. But it doesn't have to be a lower low down here for me to decide to get in. I just need one lower high and then a volumetric candle that stipulates the next move. Or not like stipulates, like kind of like proves the next move. Because if we were pushing up with all of this volume and we're failing to sweep new highs, after pulling back and retrying, it's obvious that in that case, price wants to potentially push lower. Then we can start looking at lower swing points and stuff. And then I always enter with the exact same risk. So always $400, always going to be on 4 contracts. It's always going to have the, in this case, these multiple take profit points. So,
okay, so
I don't mind being wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, I mean, if you're making 1,000 on your trades that work out versus $400 worth of risk, that's pretty good R risk reward. Even if you don't always get to that, I mean, you're going to break even, so you're capping the downside risk. So that's good. You cap it at the second TP or first TP?
Yeah. TP number 2.
TP number 2. All right,
so,
I like it.
TP1 is a 1-to-1, TP2 is the 1-to-2, TP3 1 to 3, and then a TP4 is 1 to 4. The idea is once I've hit TP2 and it were to rebound and start pushing lower, then I'm just wrong, because then I'm not getting the amount of movement that I want in a singular direction. In this case, it's going to be 100 points. It might be at the end of its tether, which is fine.
Okay. So technically, the way, sorry to interrupt you, you're looking at this as four separate trades.
In effect, yeah. In effect, yeah.
Because you're saying TP1 is 1 to 1. I mean, technically it's not if you consider the whole position, but if you're looking at each trade separately, then yes, it is a 1 to 1. And okay, interesting.
Yeah, so it's
I've never approached it like that.
Yeah, I always look at it in reference to where was my original stop loss. So if my stop loss was 50 points, my first take profit is going to be a 1-to-1 version of that at least. Yeah. In this case, I took $100 and then took a $300 loss, so I'm net $200 below. Yeah. So I'm like under $200, which is half risk, which to me is fine, because I mean the next trade that I'm going to take is going to be another $400 risk, which is then if I lose that one, be $600, which is still fine. I'm not even at like 0.5% of the account.
Yeah. So of course.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Different, at least not on the analysis, but at least on the way you approach your sizing and your scaling out and your risk management, different to what I do and what I see many people do, but very interesting. That's why I like to get everybody's take, because you see different styles, different things, and the tone of the market has changed right now. We're seeing quite a bit of rejection. I'm out of my trade, by the way, guys. Just 1 hour loss. That's why different from you, I do the opposite. I don't go full in. I always scale it. Scale in and add as the position, because my goal is to add as much as I can. Right? So if I can get to, I don't do it on stream, but if I can get to, let's say I'm trading micros and the account limit is 50 micros. If I can get to 50 micros, which rarely happens, it happens maybe once or twice a year
full
at
margin,
best.
Dave.
Well, yeah, but it's full margin on a position that is in deep profits, that I've already taken profits on, probably on a day that I'm probably positive. So it's happening very rarely. But the idea is to just slowly build a position to have those awesome days, because statistically I'm like it's like a coin toss for me. It's 50-50. I think best is 60. I think the best I've had is 64% win rate. Yeah.
My Nasdaq right now is sitting around 62% win rate. But that takes into consideration each take profit point on CFD as an example, because the way that I trade in CFD, it's 4 entries, not just 1 entry with multiple contracts. It is 4 entries, each one as an entity of itself, which is roughly around 62% win rate. The question I have for you, Dave, is when you're dollar averaging into a trade, do you wait for it to be in drawdown before you dollar average in, or do you go into profits and then you start adding more to it? Would that not technically lower your average entry? It
worsens the average price.
Worsens it.
Yeah, so I'm never adding. I used to do that back in the day and average down, but I haven't done that for years. Up. No, I don't. I average up unless it's like the beginning of the position. So let's say, for example, I'm in an ES position and then I'm down, I don't know, $100. Yeah, I could average down there because it's really nothing in terms of risk. But I will 99.99% of the time never average down, because if I'm averaging down, then that means my analysis is wrong or not yet right enough, so it doesn't warrant me adding. I'm only adding to winners.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I used to look at it from the idea of like, you have to ensure that your dollar average is always net positive. So you're going to be averaging in when you're in drawdown, so that you can bring your position lower, so that when you start getting those little bit of pushes.
I'll tell you why I don't do it. It's because I was traumatized by a loss. It was a significant loss. And I kept averaging down in a position for about 6 months. And it finished, the end of that story was very bad. So I was like, never again. never again.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm still holding that position. I've sold most of it, but I'm still holding that position. What was that? That was 4 years ago, I think. Just as a reminder. So every time I open my brokerage account, I see that loser, and I get reminded that never do that again. So I'm still holding it, and I'm going to hold it forever until the asset disappears.
I mean, you have to at some point give yourself a theoretical stop point where you say, you know what, I'm just wrong. I'm just wrong.
No, I know I'm wrong. I've lost the money. I'm just holding one. It's a share. It's not a contract.
No, I meant like the trade itself. Like when you're in the trade, like even before you've reached like stop out point or let's say account breach or whatever, you look at it and you say, okay, if I've already entered 5 micros on my way down, and this thing is not like moving in my intended direction, I just need to accept that this is over and done with. And
of course.
Take that L.
Yeah.
So I give myself a theoretical hard stop. So if it reaches this point, I'm just wrong.
Yeah, same here.
There's no point in me trying to save it. So
same here.
For anybody trying to do that, where you dollar average in, and especially while you're in drawdown, always have that little, you know what, this is my I'm wrong point, and then you go.
No, you should. I mean, you should know where you're wrong even before you enter the trade. At least you're wrong for this specific trade, and I always have that. And we always show it. For example, we could show it right now. Let's pull up my chart. I was long the ES. Let's pull up the execution. There we go. So I was long from about when we broke out. Took it a little bit late, but let's put this in. So I got in right there. We started to push up. Give me one sec. I see Caesar disappeared. Yeah, we started to push up, and then we pulled back. I was waiting for a pullback. Let's see. Let's put this as waiting for a pullback. Added. You're here.
My internet went out.
You said what?
My internet went out for some reason.
No, you're good. Yeah. So started adding about here, but my theory was what if we go below this area, which was basically my just slightly below my entry, I'm wrong. I gave it the last line in the sand for me was this area here, so I stopped out right there because I was like, okay, I'm wrong. We should have pulled back, maybe formed a higher low above these levels. It's not happening. We're just pushing down. I saw the tape, the speed of the tape increase. We had a volume increase. So I'm like, okay, this is not working. Let's get out. Took a 1-hour loss. Now we wait for a better setup. But yeah, that's usually how I trade. So basically, let's say this was a trade that continued working. So we pushed up, and then let's say we started coiling like this and started. So I would be adding and adding and adding, and then waiting for the eventual moment where because what I'm doing is adding while we coil, waiting for the breakout, right? And then I won't be adding on the breakout. So say this coil lasts, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then maybe I'll add 2 or 3 contracts. But say this coil lasts 3 hours and gives me time to really build a position, which rarely happens, then I can get a real position in and get a huge day. But that rarely happens.
I think because I'm more of a set and forget kind of person, I don't try to actively manage a trade. I go in with an idea and I take that, and if it bites me, then it bites me. It's one of those things. It's a lesson learned, and you go and you move on to the next one. The idea of the multiple take profit points is I like the idea of not cutting a trade early, but I like the idea of settling profits a little bit. And if it were to turn around, it basically reduces my risk as it's going up. So every time it goes up and it takes one contract off of the table, I know that contract itself, even if news were to happen or something and it were to just pile drive its way down and knock me out, my risk itself has been semi-neutralized to a degree.
Yeah.
And then obviously when I reach TP2, in that case, I have no more risk. It's now a risk-free trade. And whatever happens, happens from there on. And then I can go and take whatever risk I had initially placed on the table. In this case, let's say $400. I can go ahead and I can look for another trade to go and put that $400 in, knowing that I've covered my bases to a degree. And at the end of the day, if I still say, look, I'm willing to risk $1,000 on a day, as an example, I'm not saying I do that, but if that was like my theoretical limit, then I know, okay, cool, I've already done $400. It's already panned out, $300 locked up. I've taken that risk off. I can go and reintroduce that 400. And by the end of the day, I might be very far away from that $1,000 daily risk that I'm willing to take and say, look, today was a 0.4% risk day. I'm happy with that. And I move on to the next day.
Nice.
So
I like it.
I'm all about the risk management. I'm all about that.
We should all be.
So,
I mean, I come from a poker background, so yeah. Sorry, Alejandro.
I was just going to say SPX has a gap to fill on the downside to like 74.60. So I'm wondering if it wants to go fill that gap first.
We shall see. We shall see. We are definitely pushing down. I don't have a reason to enter any trades just yet. But I'm open. I'm staying open-minded, both long and short. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I went back in long.
You went back in long. Yeah, I'm still treating this as a long for now.
Yeah, it's effectively just come to test the Tokyo highs in MNQ. So to me, no real reason just yet to take a sell.
Yep, still waiting. Question for the group. I'm curious, what are some of the primary indicators you like to use? So that's a question for everybody.
EMAs for me, 200, 50, and 14 EMA is what I like to use.
Nice. I like that Caesar has normal numbers because Jane has 8 EMAs too, but she has like a 33. It's very interesting. Anyways, yep.
I use a 50 EMA. That's the only EMA that I use because I only trade the 5 or the 15 minutes. So I don't hold trades overnight. I don't go too crazy in a trade. I want to just see relatively over the last few hours where price was on average.
Nice. I know Alejandra has EMAs, has indicators on her screen, but they're all for decorations.
I literally don't have anything. I just have the 14 AMA.
Nice.
I don't use it. I don't even know what it does all the time.
Sorry, I look at indicators as a visual reference point that I don't need to go and calculate. It's you can easily see what price is doing if you've been in the market for long enough to see whether or not you're above or below an EMA as an example. But I don't want to spend the mental energy to go and calculate that and be like, okay, on average, where have we been? I use it predominantly as just a visual, quick referenceable point. I don't trade off of the EMA at all. It's not part of my confluences for entering a trade. But it does help give you a bit of a market idea of where we were on average in any way. And I like the EMA because it is more weighted towards recent price.
Yeah,
in comparison
the exponential.
to the smoothed or even to the simple, which is just on average and then it's kind of like calculated across all of that.
Yep. I like it. I want to be, when I'm older, I want to be like Alejandra and trade with 0 indicators.
Naked charts.
Yeah, naked charts. But since I'm still a young man, I'm using mostly VWAP.
Says the person that's got the grayest of gray in his beard. I'm a young man. Hold on, let me go and catch my walking stick.
Well, it looks like SPX is filling the gap.
Yep. Looks like we're pushing lower.
Nasdaq has made a base on the 5-minute. Still testing the Tokyo highs.
Switch to Richard screens. There we go. Ren saying, Tokyo good to see you here, Rich.
Yo, Ren, what's up?
Scripted signals saying have just one micro limit entry at VWAP 28,952. Congratulations, you finally got your level, your entry.
I like this for a potential short-term one though.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for confirmation to add eventually.
What's up, Cowish?
Dave, were you able to check in the back office for my accounts?
Yes, I haven't heard back though.
Okay.
It said it was sent. I actually wanted to check with you if it was if it had been activated, because it shouldn't take that long. 24 hours should be 48 hours, sorry, should be the max, over the weekend. So,
well, the thing is that I had a really good trade, and then I got an email saying that I passed it, but I don't think I did,
Really? There's been some glitches, so we could check again after the stream. All right, that was a nice quick pop and fade. Didn't catch it though.
The 28,900 levels.
SLK saying still learning and currently use 20 and 200 moving average along with VWAP, but thank you for those responses. Awesome. I mean, you're going to have to find what you use, and then if you're a little nerdy like me, you'll start building your own indicators, which actually is what I trade with.
I mean, if you want to, but you don't have to. You can be like us non-nerdy people, and just go with the ones that's on the screen, or like Alejandra, and just not use any of them. Just use pure price action and order flow.
Yeah, whatever works for people. But I just like having an idea, and then now, since I'm not a coder, we have AI. I just use, I'm trying to make friends with AI before it takes over the world. And, I'm the type of guy that's nice. That says, please, thank you.
Why you always say please and thank you.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. Why would you say sorry? I'm sorry for bothering you with this.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. I know you must be tired from the thousands of requests you get every day.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. I think I want to scale in.
I don't know if it filled the gap to the T, but let's see.
You said you don't know if you filled the gap to the T, but
no, not yet. I think it still has a little bit more to drop, but I don't know. But lately, like, it hasn't been filling the gaps like 100%.
Mainly. I wanted to switch to your screen so you could show where is the gap you're talking about.
Oh, I have to pull up a different broker. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Where did it go now?
And loading.
I lost it. What the heck?
I'm here. I'm on another meeting. It took a long, and I'm just waiting until we enter.
I was dragging it, and I don't know what happened to it.
No, I'm waiting.
Fun.
Okay. Good to see you, Protea boy here.
I hate when that happens, when like you drag your monitor, or I mean your screen, and then it disappears. You let go. So weird.
Yep. I'm catching falling knives here, so I started scaling in long again on the ES. We'll see.
Would you dollar average in on something like Nasdaq, or do you only do it with MES?
It depends on the account size. So, for example, this is a 25K futures. That's why I'm trading the MES. If it's a bigger account, yeah. I'll usually trade the Nasdaq, but I've been trading the ES a lot more, at least live. For my mental sanity, it's better to just trade small. extremely small. So, you know, I'll take 1, 2, 3 contracts, and the ES tends to move a little bit slower. So as we're DJing in the back and still want to take trades, that's what I'm
Okay.
doing live.
I have it up now.
Offline, it's a different story.
Split the difference.
Exactly.
Can you put my screen up?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see this gap on SPX?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it filled it halfway. I don't know if it's gonna fill it to this wick or if it's gonna come down to 74.58 or 74.60.
We don't know, but we're gonna see.
Oh, it's already filling it halfway. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's gonna actually fill it to the T or not. And Walmart's pushing nicely. I'm holding longs on them.
On Walmart?
Yeah.
Nice.
Look.
I like it. Let's give Kawish some fireworks. He said, I dropped the light. Did you?
All right,
So
so at market open, we were in between two gaps, and I think that's just what it's doing. That's why we had that big pullback. So like, it filled this one halfway, and then now it's like trying to fill this one. So I think once it fills this one, we're gonna keep pushing and go fill this gap, and then go to the target that I wanted on MNQ.
let's see. Let's see if we get it. We might have to be really patient on that one.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We shall see. I am risking the Asia lows with with this ES position, so it's one I'm really looking to be extra patient with.
Yeah, I'm not really liking my entry, but whatever.
I am going to love and leave you guys. I just wanted to show face, and I'll be hopping out now. You guys should enjoy, and good luck with all of your trades.
Thank you very much, Richard. Thanks for dropping in. Please do that more often. Great analysis, and hopefully we'll see you soon. And maybe I'll drop in the CFD side eventually.
Yeah, like an early breakfast with Dave on the CFD channel.
Yeah, very early.
All right,
All right, man.
And Alejandra, you guys have a lovely day as well. It's a pleasure meeting you guys. See you guys soon. Cheers.
Take care. Bye. Oh. All righty, we are pushing lower.
Yeah, I told you.
She's like, I told you so. I'm fighting the trend right now.
I just don't know if MNQ is going to follow SPX, but SPX is just slowly filling that gap.
Yeah, the reason why I'm scaling in long is because we are at the Asia highs, and I was looking to see if we could hold that support, and NQ is right at VWAP, which would be a good area to buy usually. So we're catching falling knives with tiny risk, just because I like catching reversals. So if it does reverse, we'll be in early. If it doesn't, then, well, we lost a short.
I got stopped out. I'm done.
What were you trading?
MNQ.
Oh, okay. You were long?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was loading long, but I just didn't. I don't want to risk it because I don't know how much lower it's gonna go.
Yeah, I agree. And then Caesar is printing so many millions that he's just focused on the PNL.
Just a couple of grand.
I like how casually he says it.
1, 2, 3.
He's counting his G's.
I'm up like
Stupid. You said what?
I'm up like 5K in the morning.
Just, you know, casual 5K. On the day. Haven't had coffee yet, but hey guys, It's just a regular Monday.
Yep.
I like it.
Regular schmegular Monday. This thing's just gone.
What a bullshit reversal. Sorry.
Yeah, so far there's no reversal. Just
I wish
holding.
I would have seen that gap. I wouldn't have entered. Would have waited.
The S&P gap.
Yeah.
Let us see.
There we go, 900.
All right, guys. Like Kawish said, if you didn't like the stream, please go ahead and like it now. We do this for you. And if you have any questions, we've had great questions this morning asking about, CFDs versus futures, which I always like to answer because the futures side is the best side. And questions about anything, please let us know, guys. Let us know.
Do we have any new people on the chat? Like, where are you guys from?
Yeah, let us know where you're from, where you're watching from. Because we have a good 60 people watching in total. Between the different platforms. All right, we're gonna put some elevator music in the background.
Your favorite song?
Yes, that's that. What's it called? That's that. How do you call it? Battle music.
I wonder where my other chart went.
So I'm looking to see if we can form a base here. We are at these highs, at least on the ES. Looking to see if we could form a base.
Oh, thanks to Alejandra. SLK, how did you find me?
First time viewer. Hey, nice. I like it. Thank you, Alejandra, and welcome. You get fireworks. Balloons.
Can you ask him where he found me? He can't talk about it.
He can't talk, but he can type. How did you find Alejandra? I'm looking for a short bounce, something like this, maybe to retest this area here.
Wow, it just took me out, and then I just went. Yes.
Ran, South Africa, welcome. All right, got a fellow South African here. Well, Richard left. Usam, welcome back. How you doing? Dave, Caesar, and Alejandra. Hope you all had an awesome weekend. I sure did.
Yeah, weekend was pretty nice.
Caesar said he had a great weekend as well. So the question to ask yourself right now is this a true bounce, or is this a area where we will bounce and be able to reshort from? So we'll see.
We could possibly hold here, but that half fill on SPX is kind of BS.
Wow, sitting at a speakeasy with your finance. Okay.
Wait, what?
With your finance or your fiance?
Oh, fiance.
I think it's fiance.
I think I know who it is. Is it Moses? Are you Moses?
Are you Moses?
It has to be.
Are you Moses? Caesar's here, so you might get thrown back in the river. Covered part of the loss with short, but confused now. If you're confused, take a step back, relax, reassess. Don't fight it. Yeah, there you go, fiance. You got it right. You got it right. You got it right.
Well, thank you for joining, and I'm sorry I have a bad voice today. Can you still hear me even though like my voice is kind of fucked up?
We hear you very well.
Sounds so sexy. Yeah, who's that guy that likes my voice?
IG. That's the voice we should get for the app. That exact, raspy, chain smoker type of voice. That's what we need for the app. I need that voice. So we're gonna have to sample it and.
I wish he was here so he could make fun of me.
Indeed. All right, so in my case, since I'm holding the ES, I'm looking for a push up, a higher low, and the continuation higher. If we don't get that, I'm hitting out. So, my stop is down there, but if we can't hold these lows, then I'll be out of the trade. Very simple setup. The NQ looks to be recovering better. Not seeing the volume yet.
Our what's it called? I can't even think either. I'm probably gonna miss this long because I wanted to enter back again at 28,920, but I missed the entry, and I just don't trust the lack of gap fill on SPX. Like, we could possibly hold this level on MNQ and just keep going. But I don't know. I think I'm done trading for today, maybe.
Don't say that, Alejandra. Every time you say you're done trading for today, you continue. And then if you say, well, I'm going to get another trade, then you don't trade. So I won't hold you to it, though. I do that all the time. So.
Well, it's because if the setup
I'm definitely going to the gym tomorrow. And then...
No, that I don't say that. I'm for real about that.
Okay. I missed the gym this morning. Slept through. Straight through.
Go to the gym that early? It's so early.
How do I do it? I have a spouse that slaps me and wakes me up. Like, dude, you're fat. Let's go.
So, our TTP producer manager, he's like, I need you to do a 5 to 10 minute segment on CME's launching futures. He's like, can you do it today?
Wow. Okay. Wait, what are they launching? Are it the single stock futures?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know that we're
CME,
gonna have?
they're launching a single stock futures.
They've been talking about that forever. I stopped following it because it was just taking forever. But yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this summer or something like that. I mean, like soon.
It should have been, it should have been this summer, 2026. Right now, well, what you do when it's like that, Alejandro, you go pull up either Claude or Copilot, whatever, and then say, I need to do this right now. Fill me in. Read up on it, and then you got it.
Yeah, no, I got it, but I'm just saying, like, my voice is gone, so it's like, how does he want me to talk for 10 minutes?
Sign language. Sign language. Scripted signal saying the long is longing. Well, yeah, we're having a little bit of a pullback, so I'm not totally convinced yet.
Yeah.
I have my little blue line in the sand here. We need to hold this. If we don't, then this was probably the pullback to enter or re-enter short if you were looking to go short. Because we are trading way below the opening range, we're actually retesting the low of the opening range. And if we don't break to the upside, then this thing is dead and gone.
Oh, God.
Nasdaq is holding up better than the ES, though. What are you thinking, Caesar?
I'm still thinking. I like the way the 15 and the 5 minute is looking. I want to see this back over 29.50 though.
Let me 29.50.
Yeah, into this zone.
Good morning, Zoe. Zoe, did you take any of the call out that I had on my Discord this morning or last night?
Man, why are these duplicating? All right, adding. So as each time I add, I want the stop loss to go here. So until it goes here, I'll keep adding.
I'm gonna keep my eye out on oil because it looks like it could potentially hold this level here.
Oil, I haven't looked at oil actually. Let's see.
It had a nice U-shaped reversal. And it has a gap to fill on the upside.
You're thinking it can hold 81, those 81.50s? Oil.
Yeah, actually, no, it already filled the gap.
So you're talking about this gap right here?
Yeah, that one to the downside. Well, actually, let me see, what price is that?
So that's where we've been,
No, it already filled it.
Yeah, it filled it, and then that's where we're reacting off of. It's acting as a resistance. So I don't know. We've had 2 pushes to the upside here. We're under VWAP, so I don't know if this is gonna push lower. We shall see.
Yeah.
Looking at the ES.
Yeah, it's holding this area right here.
Trying to hold.
Yeah, as long as it, at least on NQ, as long as it can stay above.
So he's like, I'll take one if you take one.
990, 28,990.
Zoe, I swear you would be a perfect friend to go party with. I'll do it if you do it.
That's the right kind of friend, huh?
Yeah, she's a cool girl. I've never met her, but she's on my Discord.
Nice.
I'll meet her someday.
Yeah, eventually we need to do this big meetup. See the faces of everybody.
Yeah, for sure. So how was everybody's weekend? Mine was obviously wonderful with this voice.
It was pretty good, no complaints.
Actually, this weekend was the first weekend that I rested. Like, I didn't actually party.
Oh, nice.
It's good to do from time to time. You know, rest.
She said, "Why do you sound so weird?"
It's her AI voice, Zoe. It's her AI voice. We're working on this app, and we have this guy who wants Alejandra's voice in there, and that's her AI voice she's been practicing for the app. That's all it is.
Girl, ever since I came back from Vegas, the next day, like, I called in sick to everything because I thought I was getting sick. My throat was so sore. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not sick. Like, I feel better on Wednesday. And then since Thursday, like, it's just been, like, gone, like, slowly. Yesterday was the worst. Today's, like... My mom's like, what is wrong with you? I don't think I've ever lost my voice like this. But I will say Vegas was very, very hot and very dry.
Vegas?
Yeah, when I went this summer.
I think everywhere is being hot and dry these days. I'm in South Carolina, and it's been crazy. There's been rain, but it's just hot and humid.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, me this weekend didn't do much family stuff. And then, all right, we're pushing. Let me just look at these charts right now. We're not pushing higher the way I wanted. I'll give this maybe 1 or 2 more bars, and then I'll get out because the odds of this pushing higher, if we don't see a fast recovery, we're probably pushing lower. We need to see strength, and we need to see strength relatively fast for me to believe that we're bullish, because it takes more energy to go up than to go down. So if we don't push up fast in the next couple of minutes, then I'll be out. I don't know if you guys use time stops, but it's something I do from time to time, especially when we're coming close to London. We're about 20 minutes away. So if in the next, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, even less, we don't push up, then I'm out. And then I'm just going to put the stop where it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be just below that wick.
Yeah, like if you guys go to the 4 hour or like the 1 hour, the rejection was like pretty stupid. Like there was nothing that could have stopped the rejection. So to me, it was just a fake out to the bull side, and to come fill that gap on SPX, because it's holding higher lows, it's holding an area of demand, it's holding a 15-minute. I mean, if you enter around like 28,900s, like you can risk below that 5 minute, and you should be fine. But I should have just taken my profits up here instead of like holding and then waiting for SPX to fill to the downside to see if we can get another entry. But looks like SPX wants to hold 74.80s.
Let's see. Howard's saying he agrees. You already got out. Doesn't look good at the moment. Yeah, I mean, if the trade is struggling for too long, especially since we're scalping, we're not swing trading, we need this to follow through. And if the follow through is not immediate, especially on longs, by immediate I mean a few candles, then it's the likelihood of this continuing lower is higher. So I'm not showing my screen, but let me show it now. So yeah, we
issues this morning.
you see the volume is increasing, but it's increasing as we're pushing lower. So the chances of this continuing higher are getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. So I'm going to give this at best one more bar, and then I'm out. And then if you look at the 1 hour, like Alejandro was saying, we're pushing lower, and that's on the ES. And the Nasdaq is exactly in the area where I would short it. So let's just give it a little bit. One more bar. 1 minute and 51 seconds. And if it doesn't work out, we're out. Now, are we out, or do we just flip the position?
As soon as SPX fills the gap, I could be looking for long entries.
All right. Yeah. Let's wait.
Oh my God.
So we've been here for the past 20 minutes. Yeah.
How boring.
Let's see.
I need to talk to Xfinity about, not Xfinity, Verizon about my Wi-Fi, because
you guys have AT&T?
No, I have Verizon.
No, I said, do you have AT&T in your area?
Oh, yeah.
So AT&T's pretty, I used to have another company. AT&T's been pretty good. All right, I'm going to flip short. And that will be my last trade. Because that's more or less where I would have shorted the NQ. So we're shorting the ES. We're down 200, 200. Would suck if that was the low and it reverts back up, but it is what it is.
I'd be cautious. 15 minutes till London close. We could get a little pop and then maybe a continuation.
Yeah, we could. So my idea was, okay, we pulled back, we made the high, pulled back again. On this one, on this candle, I was looking for, a little bit more of a pop, but we didn't get that. So then I saw the volume increase, which is like, okay, maybe they're selling, which is why I reverted short. So we'll see, do we hold this level or not? We'll find out.
It would be really crazy to see new lows form, but I think it's just gonna go fill that gap and then come back up from there. We'll see.
Where's the gap? At what price?
On SPX is 74.58.
Well, buyers are stepping in. Oh man, I was just one candle.
No way.
One candle too eager.
Unless it wants to say that, if 74.68 on SPX was the gap fill, then it's done. So now, if it holds higher lows here, we could see the movement to the upside now. If you put my screen up.
Yep.
So this was the gap right here. We go to the 15-minute time frame. From that candle to this candle. Seems like could have potentially already filled it, unless it wants to come down to this level down here, right? So it'll look something like this. Like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Let us see.
But if it doesn't want to come down all the way to this level, then maybe we could like this, right? I don't know. I'm done. I don't have the mental capacity.
Let's see. We're arranging right now. We don't want to pick a direction just yet.
I put in the view app just to kind of see what it's doing here. Looks like it's trying to hold above it.
View app on the Nasdaq.
On
which time frame?
I meant view on the 3 minute.
3 minute.
Even the 15 minutes, still holding them on the 15 minute.
It's right around view up right now, which is why I started scaling in long. I was actually judging my ES trades based on the NQ. So we'll see. We shall see.
We have 10 minutes for our session.
Indeed, we have 10 minutes until 11 o'clock. So guys, if you didn't like the stream, let me see how many likes we got. Let's see. Wait, why can't I see it? Guys, we only got 10 likes and we had almost 80 people watching between YouTube and Twitter. So go ahead, go smash that like button. Help us out. We do this for you. Caesar's laser focus. He's over there creating generational wealth in silence. Indeed. That's how he does it.
Wait, it's me, Giovanni, but I got a problem. It's your problem, Giovanni.
It's your problem, Giovanni.
We're here to help you. Your problem solvers. I wonder how long this voice thing is gonna last. It's been 2 days already.
I don't know. You're drinking your tea.
I made ginger, turmeric, honey, and lemon tea last night. Like I made like a whole pot. I drank half the pot last night, so I have to drink the other half today.
Lemon and ginger?
With turmeric.
Okay.
In Chinese medicine, turmeric cleans out like any phlegm. But I think it's just like my vocal cords are like they're just dry.
Yeah, it's probably your strain. Usually, in my case, if I talk really loud and I was screaming and whatever, my voice goes away. So it's probably vocal strain.
I mean, I went to the concert. I went to the club.
Oh, there you go.
I drank. I partied. Then I went to the gym. I think it's like a combination of like too much partying, living my dream life, and not enough water.
That'll do it. That'll do it. But you rather it happen because you were partying than because you were,
Yeah, I barely get sick. Like I never get sick. If I get sick, it's like the way that I look at getting sick based on Chinese medicine is my body naturally getting stronger, building a strong immune system. Because I don't take medication, so it's like it's fighting that virus or whatever it is. So all I do is I rest and I just sweat it all out.
Nice. Yeah, I think it should be back. Well, it sucks that you have to talk all day. It should probably be better if you were, resting your vocal cords.
I didn't stream last night on TikTok because I just couldn't.
Okay. So I got a couple questions here. You filled 2 orders long on gold, winner position already closed, but they are not signed. How come? I wonder. I don't understand the question. I used the correct account. Giovanni, I don't understand the question. You said you filled 2 orders long on gold, winner position already closed, but they are not signed. What do you mean signed? You mean signed? You don't see them on the hub? If that's the case, then maybe you can refresh. Maybe there's a little bit of lag there. And hello to you, Giovanni. Okay, maybe then contact support. Because that shouldn't be the case. So I'm saying, did you try cinnamon and honey tea? Yeah, she made a whole concoction. Right, we're pushing lower. By the way, I had flipped short. Forgot to tell you guys.
Good flip.
I flipped short a while ago. Gradually added. So we'll see. Hopefully this is not some liquidity sweep where we bounce from. Said you received sound but nothing. NQ will come down hard. We'll see. Cowish, short on NQ. You're coming from Trade of 8. You made a video. All right, Giovanni, I'm not understanding. Do you guys understand?
We what?
It's some comments from Giovanni. But anyways, it's fine. We got 6 minutes.
TP5. Wow, he's looking for another 400 points to the downside. It's doable. Yeah, it's doable. Very doable.
Yep. Let's see. We're about to have this London close in another 5 minutes. So will this push us lower? We will find out. TP, you said 583. Let's look at 28,583. Whoa. All right, you're looking all the way down here.
I'm looking for the 7460 on the gap fill on SPX.
Okay, now I get it. You open 2 positions, 2 longs, 2 winner positions, and your account is still the same. Okay, I get it.
That's what I thought he said.
Yeah, now I get it. I'm like, he's going to make a video. Is he going to make a YouTube video? I don't understand.
So I would say try logging off and then going back in, and then go to your orders and check your orders, like your history.
Yeah.
And then make sure that you bought or entered at the right asset, like make sure that you actually went in on MNQ or whatever you were trading.
Exactly. And Cowish gave you the right advice. He knows. He's like, first of all, relax. Have a screen recording. That's good. And write details. Yeah, it's good to have some details. And
he's like, I'm so relaxed.
would be good. It's hard to, when you're writing, it's hard to know how the person, that's why I'm not a big fan of texting. You can't hear the emotion.
Like, I like it when people call me.
Yeah, me too. Or at least send a voice message.
Yeah.
Where I know.
Voice message.
But says the guy who texts all the time. I'm always texting, but I don't like when people text me. All right, still holding that short. We'll see how far it goes. Target would be 74.91. Initial target. And then if we could push lower, that's more or less the initial low. And then if we could get to the Asia low, which was 74.82, which is where I have my last take profit, that would be great. So we'll see if we get that or not.
1 hour.
1 hour is about to open in 2 minutes.
It looks brutal. Yeah, more downside.
Damn, I'm streaming all day until 1 p.m. and then I have to go to fitness class tonight.
All right, peace and love to you, man. Let's put some hearts here for Giovanni. Some hearts. That's for you.
Zoe, I'm flat.
Flat. I'm short. I don't know if Caesar's in any positions. Target is 74.82 if we can get it.
I just don't like this price action because it's like the way that I trade is kind of similar to Richard, except I don't have the profit targets.
Yeah. Richard is super disciplined. He's like, same thing each time. I don't know if I could do that. I'd like to be able to be more systematic eventually.
Yeah, like I'm more of a, I think, range trader. So like, for example, if we're in an area of demand, even if we get a pullback, like it's really hard for me to take a long. A short. So like on SPX here, it pushed from here, but then like it filled the gap to the upside and then it just completely reversed. But I can't see this as a short. Like, to me, I would like to wait for the short to happen, come fill that gap, and then enter long again, because we're holding higher lows on an area of demand, and it's a psychological area where liquidity was bought in previous history, and it had a nice big run multiple times. So for me, I'm gonna wait and see if this will give me the confirmation to go long again, but I can't short it if it's in an area of demand. For me, like, I rather wait for the pullback to go long, because if we flip it, right? If we flip it, it's like, how can you take longs at area of resistance? It's like kind of the same thing, but everybody trades different, you know?
So you said you can't go neither short or long right now, right? If I understand correctly.
No, it's in the middle of a range, first of all. Second, It needs to fill this gap. And third, it's in an area of demand where buyers came in. So it's hard to short for me when I know that I'm looking for longs. It would be like me going against what I want, you know?
Oh, got it. Well, the way I approach it is, if I have an idea, sometimes I'll counter trade myself. So let's say I want to go short somewhere, and I have an idea where, you know, the trade should work by then. I'll sometimes enter long, and if it proves me wrong, I'll just flip my bias. But I can understand, not everybody would do that, and it doesn't necessarily make sense for everyone. But overall, I mean, if you go to the dailies, we seem to be holding the lows, but I don't know how long that's going to be because of the huge rejection we had earlier today. I get the feeling we might just continue to push lower, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, interesting that on SPX, the daily candle looks bearish, but on the futures, it looks bullish.
I don't know if we're allowed to promote TTP on here, but
same company.
Huh?
It's the same companies.
Well, I'm just saying our time is up pretty much, but if you guys want to watch us later, I mean, this is futures, but if you guys want to watch us over on the other side at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is
how many hours from now?
2 hours from now.
2 hours from now.
You guys could watch me again and listen to my beautiful voice.
There we go.
And it's called Trade the Pool, so you guys can watch us there.
That's it, guys. You could go to Trade the Pool and go watch Alejandra continue trading, and we will be back tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern on Discord for the pre-market prep, and 9 a.m. right here again live. This was a great one as usual, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Alejandra, I'll see you Wednesday.
See you tomorrow.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.